And again, we'll clean up the focus here a little bit. Rose Hill. Focus must just not be real sharp on that one. It's pretty good on the see, we can't. Focus just not the greatest, is it? Yeah, this is a south wind. This will be in the winter time. Now to reset the focus here to get it as best I can. Let me mention something a little bit about this film before we go further. This was the winter of '57. South wind was late that morning. There had been floods and so forth in southern Alabama, and the south wind normally left Nashville about 8:30 in the morning, and it normally went into Chicago around 6 o'clock in the evening. However, it was about 4 hours late, and I had a connection that night at midnight for Storm Lake, Iowa on the Illinois Central, and there was some concern about whether I would make it, so my aunt had been alerted that I might give her a call and have to take a cab out to her apartment. I'm glad I didn't have to, because it was a long way out to her apartment. It would have been a frightful cab fare. But we did get to Chicago about 11 o'clock in the evening, and I had an hour to make the train and did make it. So without further ado then, let's take a look at this bitterly cold run. Now the first scene that you'll see will be a steam locomotive on the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad just north of Louisville, after which it was dark. And the next scene will be the flagman protecting the rear of the train while we're stopped at, I'm not sure, probably Waterloo, Iowa or thereabouts. Did you ever see such a cold-looking scene as that? I guess that's just about the best we can do. Some of this film is old, and I guess it's getting a little fuzzy. Temperature this morning, it was a bright sunlit day in Iowa, all right, but the temperature was about 0 or thereabouts. And here we're stopped for breakfast in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Took a picture of this car that I rode on. It was an Illinois Central Pullman, and that's what inspired me later to paint some cars like that. Climbing up the big hill out of the Des Moines River Valley, just west of Fort Dodge, coming to a place called Tara. I rode this train twice, in winter of '57 and again in the summer of '59. It was the Hawkeye. It ran from Chicago to Sioux City, and then I thought I'd probably never ride that route again, but I had an opportunity to ride it again in 1978, in fact, inspect the track. As I remembered in the 50s when I rode it, the track had been pretty good, but it was in pretty sorry shape by the time I tested it